Hey guys, welcome to your Slow Flow. I'm Jenna Lee. Today we're just going to move really slowly, the focus on being mindful. And there's this really beautiful quote by Thich Nhat Hanh, and he says, "Walk as if you're kissing the earth with your feet." And I really like that quote, that it feels to me how the practice is. When I walk or when I move, it's this really intimate and mindful process of knowing where my feet land, knowing where my body is in space, and knowing that every move I make has purpose. And if it doesn't have purpose, that's the invitation to be still. So we're going to begin in a child's pose. Come onto your mat. Bring your knees to the width of the mat, your butt back onto the heels, and begin to drape your belly forward over the thighs, stretching your arms out in front of you. And if you need to place anything under your belly, like a pillow, a block if you have one, or under your chest, or even one hand on top of the other hand under your forehead, as long as your forehead is making contact with something. And then relax the shoulders. Feel the weight of your hips dropping heavy onto the heels. And then relax your belly. Let the belly be really soft. And just feel that impact on your back, the space, the lightness, that sense of ease. And if you haven't closed down your eyes, just relax into your internal environment. And let's begin by taking a big breath in and out. And without changing the breath, just let it be. Tuning into any feedback from your body right now, any message, whatever it might be, not judging. And to me, to move mindfully, it means to be present, to gather our awareness into the present moment rather than thinking about what's happening away from us. It's that feeling of the air on your skin, the mat underneath you, the sounds around you. When we move from a place of purpose, there's less rigidity and there's more softness. Did you invite in softness to your practice today? In the way that you breathe, in the way that you move, in the way that you hold your shape, yourself, and the way that you see yourself, the way that you see the world. A little softer. Breathe in through the nose fully. And then let it go. Breathe in. And breathe out. Subtle constriction at the back of the throat. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. When you're ready to peel your way up out of child's, please make your way forward into a table position, onto the hands and onto your knees. And so every move we make that move because it has purpose, to bring space, to bring lightness, to bring ease. So take your fingers just a little bit wider and just feel the space between the fingers. And then begin to grip your finger pads into the ground so it's like you're holding onto a round surface. Notice that energy travel up the arm, roll the biceps forward. From here, engage the belly and then begin to extend your right leg out behind you. Press into the ball of the right foot at the back of the yoga mat, and then press down into the heels of the hands. Stretching down into the calf of your right leg. And if you'd like to hover your left knee, you could, pressing into the top of the left foot. Otherwise, left knee can just stay on the ground for 3. If your left knee is lifted, just slowly drop it to the ground. Extend your right leg up, squeezing the right glute, looking forward. And then slowly bring your knee to your nose to your knee, round your upper back. Extend your leg back, your gaze forward, stretch. And then bring the knee and the nose to meet. Slowly, slowly, extension, gaze and leg. All the way in, round. One more extension. And then take your right toes all the way over to the left so your thighs are crossing. Now press into the ball of the right foot, engage the thigh, lift your right arm all the way up to the sky. Ground down into your bottom hand, and then begin to reach your right arm past your right cheek. Take a nice big side bend as you lift the right hip bone up to the sky. Inhale here. And start to look back to your yoga mat. Take your right hand all the way forward and down to the ground. Squeeze your right knee slowly to your right tricep. Engage the belly. Then think of height here, lifting the outer knee up without dumping your weight into the left hand, keeping it even through the right. Look down to your right hand, and we're just going to gently step our right foot heel, ball, toe next to the right hand. So your toes are pointed forward. Begin to walk your hands all the way to the top edge of the mat. Let your hips drop as you do. And then as your hips sink into the ground, you could stay here on your hands. You could come down onto your forearms. Or you can take a block or a pillow under the hands for support. And you can drop your skull. If you prefer to look forward, look forward. Remembering that everything that we do is with purpose. Even this moment where perhaps there's a little bit of intensity in that stretch or in the hip. Maybe you feel this in your low back. Taking one more deep breath in. One deep breath out. Keep your belly engaged. Walk your hands back so that your hands are in the same plane as your right foot. Shift your bum back. Lean into the left and just take your right knee back to meet your left knee. Take your fingers to face your knees, coming into southpaw. Now it can feel nice to lean your bum back a little bit here toward the feet. You don't have to, but it does deepen the sensation down into the forearm. Re-lean the chest forward. Bring your knees to touch under your belly button. Curl the toes underneath. Then come onto your finger pads. Press into the balls of the feet, starting to feel the arch of the foot stretch. And then lean your bum back onto the heels for Seiza. Reach down and grab your pinky toes and just bring them back onto the mat if they've got that potential. Then take your tailbone nice and long by scooping your front hips into your bottom ribs. As you rest your hands in your lap, if this feels like just a little bit too much pressure, you could lean forward 45 degrees, or you could take your finger pads back to the ground, still keeping that subtle press into the balls of the feet. Otherwise, 3 breaths, exactly where you are. And we stay soft in these moments. How you see this, what you feel, what you notice, softening in. Let's all lean forward 45 degrees, just taking that pressure out slowly, taking the hands back onto the ground. Point your toes, and bring your hands in just a little bit closer. We're going to lift our knees just up off the ground as we press into the tops of the feet. Now scoop your chin to your chest for 3. Squeeze leg to leg. 2. And then as slowly as you can, slide your knees back onto the ground. Take your arms up to the sky, push the pelvis forward, take a deep breath in. Keep the glutes on, cactus your arms, exhale. Take your arms up to the sky, neutral spine, and then bring your hands all the way down to heart space. Interlock the fingers. Go ahead and push the hands all the way forward. Now we're going to keep neutral in our spine. I want you to feel a subtle pop of your chest. Lean to your left side as much as you can. And as you lean, we're going to start to lift our right knee and then step our right foot all the way forward. Stacking the knee over the heel. Reach your arms up to the sky. Keep your bind. Squeeze your arms to your ears. Take a breath in. Then lean over toward the right. You might like to look under your left armpit here, or to the left top corner of the room, or gaze forward. Wrapping the left hip to the right inner knee. Slowly come back through the center. Reach your arms up to the sky, letting go of our bind, Anjaneyasana. Then taking the left arm under the right arm over, and just grabbing back for the shoulder blades. Begin to lift your pubic bone, drop your chin in. And what I want you to feel here is a really big stretch down your left thigh, right into the pocket muscle, what we call the TFL. Squeezing the front heel to